Hello and welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. Today is Thursday, June 12th. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, we just had an announcement yesterday about a little bit more of the Totem Fusion, and Hero Wars Dominion has come out and answered a few more questions. So I just wanted to walk through what they released and kind of how it's going to affect you, and what you should be expecting for this in the future. So they did it a little bit of a Q&A, and we can just walk through those. So the first, will we be able to still gift totems for our inventory to others, or will there be changes to that? Looks like you will still be able to give totems. I don't know how many people actually do this because right now you can actually exchange a totem fragment for 200,000 emeralds. So I don't know how many people are giving up 200,000 emeralds just to gift a totem to someone else. So, I mean, it's good that it's still in there if you want to do this. I personally wouldn't unless I got something back from the person, but it is good that that is not going away. Now, here's one of the big ones. Will the totem exchange for 200,000 emeralds remain with the addition of the totem fusion? And this is not going to apply for the vast majority of you. This would only apply to someone who has every single totem already maxed. And this is going to be disabled once the totem fusion comes into play. So if you did have any totem fragments, make sure to use them before this does come into play. Otherwise, you will not be able to exchange for 200,000 emeralds. Now, the line of thinking is, should I actually keep them for whenever the new feature goes live so I can get catalysts? Or should I take the emeralds? And it really is up to you. My general thought here is go ahead and take the emeralds because this is going to be the last time you're going to be able to do that. Now, maybe you don't need emeralds and you're a almost max account. You already have plenty of emeralds. You spend a lot. If you're a whale, it's not going to apply to you. If you're someone who is a little bit more middle tier player, um, then I would say, yeah, absolutely take the emeralds. If you do get totems in the future, you can use those for catalysts, and those will become less and less rare as time goes on, unless you really just want at the beginning want to try to compete for the top teams immediately. In which case, go ahead, keep the totem, and exchange it for catalysts once it goes. I personally don't like this. I want to have the ability to exchange it for emeralds. That was kind of my strategy of trying to put so many resources into maximizing my totems, is so that whenever I did get a totem piece, whether through the dungeon, which I still haven't, or through a ticket, anything like that, I would be able to change it for emeralds. But it looks like that is going to be taken away. So will players with 30 totems be able to obtain catalysts as a grand prize in the altar of elements? So what they're talking about is right here. Right now, they have grand prizes that are the totem fragments. However, if you already have all the totem fragments, so you're maxed out, something like this, then you're not going to be getting any further totems. So you don't have a chance at a grand prize. So the question is asking, will you have a chance to get something else? And yes, for players who obtain 30 or more totem fragments, the mechanic will start dropping catalysts. So at least a little bit of good news for the people who are max totemed, to where now you'll have another grand prize that are catalysts that you can get from these Titan artifact spheres. Will there be any bad luck protection for upgrading totems with catalyst? Um, it looks like it's going to be a partial refund of spent resources in the case of an unsuccessful craft. Um, so not bad luck protection per se, but you'll get something back. Will there be any events or game modes that you'll catalyst in the future? Um, it looks like yes. They're not planning on making this the only source of catalyst. So there will be other ways to obtain those, which is good for the players who are still like trying to build up all their totems, and that you don't have to sacrifice totem fragments. That shouldn't be the only way. Will you be able to equip and unequip elemental or primordial skills, or will the choice be final? Um, so they're saying like basically it should not be compared to the battle flag, even though that's a lot what it looks like, and I talked about that on my last video. Um, but once you reach skill 5, it will be relatively easy to overwrite the skill. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to apply for lower levels. So let's say you have a skill 2 and you're trying to change it, then that might make it hard to change it. They don't really give a good answer here, um, but it looks like it is possible to do, but it's probably going to cost you something. They talk about here why they're doing multiple changes at once, and they talk about how they have different teams, 2 independent teams, which is good. I mean, the League Arena still isn't released for everyone. They haven't announced a date for that, and I don't know when Totem Fusion is coming. I wish they discussed that a little bit more, because that'd be helpful in having everyone plan for what they need to do. But we're still waiting to hear back from that. And then lastly, will the release of this feature include corresponding changes to combat training as well? Um, so it won't be added to combat training, so you're not going to be able to test. That's gonna be tough. And honestly, if you're talking about different ways of upgrading the game, like we should have in the right here, whenever you're going into a guild war, like one of the biggest changes would be able to do testing right here. Now you can do that for Clash of Worlds, right? So if you go into here and you go into a target, you can see here we have combat training. So if I click on that, it's going to put their full team in, and I would be able to then attack it based off of that. Super nice. They need to do this for all the other forms. They need to do this for Arena. They need to do this tournament elements. They need to do it for everything, right? For Guild War, just to make life easy for everyone. So yeah, that's my suggestion on where they could put their time. But it looks like it will be added to combat training at a later date, and who knows how long that's going to be. So we do have a little bit more information as stuff with the Totem Fusion continues to come out. I will continue to talk about it and create videos about it. But if you do have any questions about it, please comment below. I'll try to answer them if I do have that information. And if you know, please like and subscribe as well. It will help the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk soon.